Hello and welcome to Motornostix USA's online training series on how to interpret your new analytical shredder health charts. Part 1 covers mill imbalance, rotor yaw, and mill bearing bolt looseness. Your daily Motornostix health report shows overall shredder vibration during production, but we are now adding automated vibration analysis to the waveforms captured at startup by our 3-axis vibration sensors that are mounted on each of the motor and mill bearings. The benefits of these new charts will assist with effectively balancing your rotor, which will in turn reduce vibration on the mill, reduce rotor yaw, as well as indicate when to tighten mill bearing bolts. Vibration waveforms are captured while the motor is idling and the mill is empty. We require site to idle their motor for 2 minutes, once the motor is up to speed and before the mill is loaded with scrap. This will ensure we capture good, clean waveforms to analyze. Scrap, hammer impacts, or rubs within the mill will pollute the waveforms, resulting in them being discarded. The waveforms we capture at startup are broken up into their numerous harmonic components. Each harmonic component helps identify an existing or emerging problem. Using simple to understand bar charts, we will make this information available in daily reports. The first of these charts show the overall vibration energy measured on both the mill inboard and outboard bearings over the last 21 days. This vibration energy is then broken down into 3 distinct components, these being mill imbalance, depicted by a red bar, rotor yaw depicted by a stacked green bar, and mill bearing bolt looseness, depicted by a stacked purple bar. The easiest way to interpret these charts is, large bar amplitudes are bad and small bar amplitudes are good. Rotor yaw is when the rotor wobbles due to dynamic imbalance across the rotor. Rotor yaw will increase when imbalance on one side of the rotor is diametrically opposite to the imbalance on the other side of the rotor. High rotor yaw is bad. Low rotor yaw is good. If the rotor is well balanced, there should be little to no rotor yaw. The second chart focuses on mill imbalance and separates out the amount of rotor imbalance on the inboard side of the mill, depicted by a red bar, versus the amount of rotor imbalance on the outboard side of the mill, depicted by a lighter shaded red bar. In summary, large bar amplitudes are bad and small bar amplitudes are good. If both red bars are high, it's an indication that the rotor is out of balance on both the inboard and outboard side of the mill. If either the red or lighter red bar is high and the other is low, then the side on which the bar is high needs to be better balanced. In summary, the higher the bar, the more out of balance the rotor is, the smaller the bar, the more balanced the rotor is. The third chart focuses on mill bearing bolt looseness. For the most part, but not entirely, this relates to mill bearing bolt looseness. Looseness on the inboard side of the mill is depicted by a purple bar, and bearing bolt looseness on the outboard side of the mill is depicted by a lighter shaded purple bar. Whichever color bar is high, the bearing bolts relating to that side of the mill need to be tightened. Once again, large bar amplitudes are bad and small bar amplitudes are good. On rare occasions, either or both the purple bars may remain high even after tightening the bearing bolts. In that case, Motornostix will need to do some further vibration analysis to resolve the issue. In one case, a site found a metal fatigue crack in one of the mill support I-beams, which caused the problem. Once the crack had been welded up, mill looseness was very much reduced. In conclusion, it is important to keep the rotor well balanced and bearing bolts tight, as this will reduce overall vibration on the mill and on the motor. Motor bearing vibration is influenced by and sympathetic to mill vibration. As a general rule, high vibration levels will more than likely shorten the lifespan of a bearing. Additional motor and bearing analytical health related charts will follow in the coming weeks and months. In part 2 of these training sessions, we will show the impact of high mill vibration on the motor drive end and non-drive end bearing. Thank you for watching, be safe and goodbye.